apologize for interrupting you, but Rahul Gandhi is speaking in the Lok Sabha. We are cutting across to that.
हम लोग भी 20-20 साल से सदन में, मैं स्वयं देखता हूं, हमेशा नेता विपक्ष को
माननीय सदस्य, लेकिन कोई भी विषय बिना नोटिस नहीं रख सकते यहाँ आप। ये नोटिस के बाद का विषय है। प्लीज माननीय सदस्य डॉक्टर शशि थरूर जी।
Madam, it is a tradition of Parliament that just as you were prepared to give the floor...
माननीय मंत्री जी कुछ बोलना चाहते हैं? माननीय मंत्री,
उन्होंने कहा, स्पीकर साहब ने कमिटमेंट किया है, राहुल गांधी जी ने कहा, स्पीकर के चैम्बर में वेणुगोपाल जी थे, मैं भी ज्वाइन किया और हम लोग बातचीत किए। मैं इस चीज का पुष्टि करना चाहता हूं कि स्पीकर साहब ने पहल किया था कि अगर सब मान जाए तो सदन चलना चाहिए, और वेणुगोपाल जी की ओर से भी कहा गया है कि हम अपना लीडर ऑफ अपोजिशन से कुछ बुलवाना चाहते हैं। लेकिन उससे पहले हमने ये बात तय किया कि अगर क्या विषय में आप बात करेंगे, अगर स्पीकर के ऊपर एलिगेशन लगाएंगे तो स्पीकर का भी जवाब होगा। ये सारा चीज तय करके ही हम आपको परमिशन देंगे। स्पीकर ने ये कहा, ये अभी राहुल गांधी जी ने कहा वो 100% सही नहीं है। स्पीकर ने कमिटमेंट नहीं किया है। स्पीकर ने ये कहा कि अगर बातचीत बनता है तो आपको बोलने के लिए देंगे और बाकी दल के नेता को भी देंगे। ये नहीं कहा कि सिर्फ कांग्रेस को ही देंगे। ये भी कहा गया, अरे तो आप सवाल करते हो और अगर मेरा ही बात नहीं सुनेंगे तो सरकार की ओर से कौन बोलेंगे बताइए? आप बोलना चाहते हैं, हम तो हमेशा आपसे बातचीत करने के लिए तैयार रहते हैं, हमारा कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। लेकिन आप लोग कुछ ऐसा काम मत कीजिए जिससे सदन का गरिमा गिरे, ये हमारा अनुरोध है। और स्पीकर साहब ने ये कहा था अगर बात बन जाता है, सब आपस में तालमेल होकर के बात बन जाता है, हाउस शांति से चल रहा है, तो उससे पहले लीडर ऑफ अपोजिशन, फिर हमारे जो बाकी दल के नेता है उनकी ओर से भी सुनेंगे और मैं भी सरकार का पक्ष रखूंगा। ये बात हुआ था। लेकिन इससे पहले कमिटमेंट नहीं हुआ, सिर्फ एलओपी को ही बोलने देंगे, इसका कोई एग्रीमेंट नहीं हुआ।
माननीय सदस्यगण, अगर आप केंद्रीय बजट पर चर्चा चाहते हैं, नहीं, कोई विषय नहीं है। माननीय अध्यक्ष महोदय जी ने जैसी व्यवस्था की है, प्लीज आप सब लोग बैठिए प्लीज। माननीय सदस्य बोलना चाहते हैं डॉक्टर शशि थरूर जी? नहीं, आप सब लोग चर्चा चाहते ही नहीं है केंद्रीय बजट पर। सभा की कार्यवाही कल मंगलवार दिनांक 10 फरवरी 2026 को प्रातः 11 बजे तक के लिए स्थगित की जाती है।
All right, so we saw over there that the Lok Sabha has been adjourned again, and this was another round of showdown in the Parliament. Remember that this is the budget session. We are expecting discussions regarding the union budget in the Parliament, but in fact the opposition bloc has stated that they will discuss the issues regarding the union budget, but we are seeing adjournment since morning. In fact, we have also learnt that the opposition plans to raise certain issues. They are also planning to raise a no confidence motion against the Speaker of the Lok Sabha. Joining us on the phone line is my colleague Anand Singh with more on this. Anand, the Lok Sabha has been adjourned again. Take us through what ruckus is currently ongoing in the Parliament.
Yeah, surely. Look, the way in which the Lok Sabha resumed for business at 2 p.m. So clearly, leader of opposition in the Lok Sabha, Rahul Gandhi, got up from his seat to say that during the adjournment of the House, the member of the Parliament. One of his colleagues had met Lok Sabha Speaker and he had committed that leader of opposition will be allowed to speak in the Lok Sabha. So clearly, then Kiren Rijiju, who is the Parliamentary Affairs Minister, he categorically said that he was also present in the meeting and the Lok Sabha Speaker had not made any kind of promise that leader of opposition will be allowed to speak, and he said that if he wants to speak on the in the House, then he may take the time. So clearly, even the chair, Sanjay Rai, who was sitting on the chair at that point of time, he asked Rahul Gandhi if he wants to speak on the budget, then he can speak. But Rahul Gandhi once again stayed on his point that how leader of opposition was not being allowed to speak, and then following the ruckus in the House, the sloganeering and the way in which the opposition members, they mentioned that how leader of opposition was not being made to speak. Even Sadiq Tharoor, one of the senior Congress MP, he has mentioned that how as per the tradition of the House, whenever the leader of opposition intervenes, then he is allowed to speak. But looking at the way in which ruckus was there, so the Speaker then adjourned the House for the day and announced that the Lok Sabha has been adjourned and the House will reconvene once again at 11 a.m. on Tuesday. Back to you,
Right, Anand. And we are also getting reports that there were some leaders of the Indie bloc who also wanted to meet the Speaker of the Lok Sabha, Om Birla, because they wanted to discuss the concerns of the opposition to find a way out.
Yes, Shivani, look, there were several of the India bloc MPs who had also wanted to meet the Lok Sabha Speaker, as they have been raising this point that how leader of the opposition, Rahul Gandhi, who has been trying to speak in the lower house, is not being allowed to speak on several of the issues, especially his address to the House on the thanks address to motion of thanks to President's address. So clearly, most of the opposition members have been raising that how Rahul Gandhi has been being denied the right to speak in the lower house. So clearly, they raised their voices and they clearly said that the way in which he is not being allowed to speak, so they will be raising this point as the Speaker cannot suppress the voice of the opposition parties in the Parliament, and the leader of opposition has the constitutional right to speak whenever he wants to intervene. Back to you.
All right. Thank you so much, Anand, for all those details on that front. With that, we are shifting